Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Hey, just a quick little announcement before we get into the video. So after today's episode, we're going to take 1 week of break from Blueprints. Just 1 week. Long story short, not that you care necessarily, but I had a couple life events, nothing bad, just, some travel and then more travel and kind of close enough together that I didn't have a chance to record enough ahead to keep these episodes coming out. So we're going to take 1 week off of Blueprints, and you'll get another episode next Tuesday. So consider this like like a big deep breath before. So Tuesday the 28th of October will be the next episode. Obviously, I have no plans of stopping Blueprints. You can just consider this like a big deep breath before we leap into even more Blueprints yet to come. So thanks. Sorry in advance for no episodes. Take this as a chance to do other things, touch grass, and I'll see you next Tuesday when we're back with more Blueprints. Okay, enjoy the episode. Bye. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. I'm a fucking madman. Oh boy. Nothing short of a full mental lapse. Hello, welcome back to Blueprints. In the last episode, this is episode 95. In episode 94, we found the first draft, or a preliminary draft, of a new clue and also the Red Prince. Let's play the game. If you are arriving at this episode expecting me to have arrived at any new conclusions between the last episode and now in regards to what I have taken to calling a newer clue, aka an old clue, a preliminary draft of a new clue. To me, it is newer, even though it is older. I'm going to call it New Clue 2, or maybe Newer Clue. I'm not really sure. If you've expected me to arrive at any new conclusions about any of that shit, you're wrong. I haven't. I remain as confused as I was originally on that topic. However, my goal for today's episode, to start with, is let's just get a bunch of treasure trove going on, It can't hurt us. I was sitting here debating what should I do when I record today in Blueprints, and my conclusion is it cannot possibly hurt us to get more treasure trove. It helps us on two different fronts: money, and of course these freaking clues, these memos. Do we have a blessing right now? I think we might be done. Oh, we're not quite done. Does that mean there's money in here, or there is? Now, how much is there? Okay, damn it. We got shrine and we don't need shrine, which is a bummer. I have been thinking, by the way, pretty nonstop about one specific thing. And you might be thinking to yourself, of course, you've been thinking about a newer clue or Red Prince 2. I have not been thinking about that. I have been thinking about this. What the fuck does it mean? What is this? What is this? I don't know. It's got to do with this. I don't know. God, my mind's going a million miles. I don't even fucking know where to start with this game right now in the best possible way. I don't know where to start. Here's the game as I see it. We have one major problem ahead of us that should be solved by drafting a lot or by doing a bunch of days. And that is checking out treasure trove more often and solving the money problem of gift shop. Those are both related to treasure trove. That's good. And then we have a whole bunch of diffuse mysteries, ethereal mysteries. If I were to just compile them in front of you right now, I mean, you know what they are because you've been watching the playthrough. One of them, this. A second one, I don't know what this means, but it suggests a 3-doored room inside of the outdoor room, which I don't know what that means. 2, this. Investor needed, denoted in verse, does it never end, etc. But then you've also got this, which is like a weird swirly, which is maybe potentially a map of some sort. I don't really know. A diagram of some sort. We've got this. I have like the smallest hint of instincts about how to potentially solve this one in a newer clue. There is a line about mixing up the letters in the lines that you found, lines as in ranks, and these are ranks of letters. And also a line about homophones, unending homophones. 6. Add 6, that's 12. Tor, no idea. Lore, and then et. I don't know. It's just confusing. Lore equals word, which I should write down, by the way. I should write that down on my notes. Word. So this is a big mystery hanging over my head. We've got this, which is also... This has to be in some way related to a couple other things, which it's going to take me a second to find in my notes. There is the denoted in verse is also a drawing. It also has a squiggle in the center of it. The thing that about this drawing that is weird, this has a squiggle in the center of it. This also has a squiggle. The thing about this thing that's weird is it has this little point and this little point, which I don't think are there on the like musical staff notation that I'm used to seeing. Is this it? Is this where I've seen? Holy shit. I don't think that's the exact same thing, though. Sorry, my brain is going a million different places at once, but I was just thinking to myself, I've seen this type of drawing before. And of course I have, because it's just the shapes of rooms. These are not exactly the same thing. They're not even really all that close. It's just... Sorry, I totally had a plan for what we were going to do today, which was just draft treasure trove a bunch and turn my brain off, and instead, here I am. Just kind of looking through... Not random. This is the squiggle. Does it never end? Investor needed. Denoted in verse. This, of course, is related to... Rather than solve a specific puzzle, I'm just going to ramble about some abstract puzzles. And just sort of free associate for a second. But that has worked in the past. Free associating has worked a little bit in the past. What am I thinking of? This reminds me of something. It reminds me of the mapping classroom. The mapping classroom... Not this one. Not this one, although it does... That's where it says Tor. It does say Sacred Circles, the Sacred Circle 46 Tor. Okay, we figured that out. Let me write that down so that I remember where I found this piece of information. I almost showed up to play Blueprints without a pen. Map in classroom. Sometimes writing down where you got the info is just as important as what the info fucking was. Oh, wait. Hold up. 8, 7, 3. There's no 10. 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. That's a big other mystery that I don't know what to do with. The fourth looked north. 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. That's something that's on my mind. This has a circle going counterclockwise. This has a circle going clockwise. 8, 8, 58, 46. The other thing I was thinking about in terms of the map was not that. Daoja is the name of a planet as well as an angel? I just pieced that together for the first time. This, the spiral of stars. Which is, I guess, related to the moon, to the, what I'm calling the moons, although I think it's actually the planets. Oh yeah, it's the exact same diagram except with the squiggle in between it this time. A spiral, I should say. Like the planets are in the exact same place. Is there anything else on these maps while I'm here? Is eclipse and in eclipse? Meaning south eclipse and north eclipse? The devoted moon. The something moon. Here we are, playing my favorite game of looking at photographs rather than drafting rooms. It's just funny how necessary this is in this game. Other map. North circle. The south key. And then the sacred circle. This is a mystery. I don't know what that is. Okay, I've opened too many documents on my computer. What else was I talking about? This is still a huge mystery to me. The mysteries that exist. This, sleep diary drawing. The denoted inverse spiral drawings. Plenty of the other things I just talked about. What else? I think a new clue is generally a mystery to me. Six add 6. 46 sacred circle. 6 add 6? God, I wish I had any fucking idea. Are there multiple 6s on this map? Nope, wrong one. There's 6 here. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Long story short, I'm thinking a lot about this outer room. There was that drawing of foundation. But I think it's got to be a, like... It's got to be a 4 entranceway door. Or a 4 entranceway room, yeah? Could be Mechanarium. But what does it mean? It's in a place the room can't go. Chapel's only got 3 doors. I was like, chapel is still a room that's confusing to me. Vestibule. I don't know. Okay, anyways, let's go draft some treasure trove. The mysteries abound. The mysteries still mystify me. You know? They don't call them mysteries for nothing. I walked into the wall because I was too busy trying to look at my notes. Oh, and then a huge fucking mystery. A huge mystery that I was going to say something about earlier, but I got interrupted by a different one of my thoughts. A huge mystery. Bo Lee and compatriots. Conspirators. What's their fucking deal? And why Is my mom saying... What's the exact phrasing again? I'm going to look at a newer clue once again. I know I just said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Remind Randolph to set this up before we leave. The suspect is a blank key. Randolph is IT. Meaning have Randolph do something on the computer. In the grotto. The arrow here, you've overlooked but now in view, points directly to the right of the suspect is minor. That's nothing on this page. There's nothing. There's all these other photos. I don't know, brother. Let's see if we can't get a conservatory or a treasure trove or a something or other. Here. Okay, the goal is to do relatively quick runs that get as much treasure trove and other valuable stuff as possible. Valuable stuff mostly means conservatory, experiments maybe. Anything else that helps us out with money in the future. And of course, there's treasure trove. Let's go. Furnace freezer. Lost and found. Conservatory, lost and found, observatory, treasure trove, etc. We need a key. We need a key. We need a key. Do I take the money from the... There's no way. We're at 127. Shrine could be the way that we steal money in order to hit 400 for gift shop. We need a key for this, unfortunately. So we do need to get... That's great. Hallway. Ask in the house shall provide. By the way, I have to give a quick shout out to a book recommendation. If you've never read Piranesi by Susanna Clark, I recently read it. And I really loved it. And it is a quick read, very recently published, last couple of years, I think, about a sort of, what, for lack of a much better description, one of the things that it involves is a enormous house, which gives me a little bit, not exactly, a little bit of Blue Prince vibes. All right, we save this as box. Treasure trove. Where is it? This is box 9. Memo 9. Pink boxes marked with moons always contain false statements. Okay. This is Memo 9. Now, what do we think of that? We have a boxes marked with moons always contain false statements. I think that's interesting because if we add Memo 9, pink boxes, this is a qualification on an otherwise statement. But the problem is, it also says always contains false statements. So, is that true? I don't know. Memo 6 was inside of a black box marked with a moon. So, I think it would have been like, I don't know. Memo 6 is a question mark for us. Lots to think about. I'm not going to walk through the logic of it all right now because my main goal is to blow up, then act like I don't know nobody. My main goal is actually just to draft more of them rather than to solve them all one at a time. I just want to draft more of them. Get ourselves a nice 50 constellations. Okay, so at this point we'll go for the other corner and get out of here. Planetarium here could be great. We also need a break room at some point. Prism key, I can't unlock that shit yet. Debating if there was some way I could make that into a spiral. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. For those of you keeping track at home, my dog just farted again. I don't know why you would be keeping track at home. It's just, you know. I feel like that's become a thing during this, during recent YouTube playthroughs is whenever I can, I note that my dog has farted, just to give you the idea of what I'm currently working with. Let's see if we can get conservatory here. Other W could be furnace rate right here. I think I'd rather hit conservatory. Lost and found would have been nice too. Probably should have taken that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We got one more dice. One more die. Dang it. Pantry? Double your keys? I don't have any keys, which is really funny. Guess we take pantry. There's the break room to call it a day. We'll call it a day right here. Time for a new day. Kaku 2. I really kind of want to get back to room 46 before too long, because I want to take one last look at the Kaku clock I've been obsessed with for a while. I know that's probably pretty dumb, but I want to. Okay, how many more treasure troves can we shove into one day? That's kind of my goal here. But I also want to keep drafting rooms outside. I know that takes us time, but like, Her Ladyship's diary points us that direction. We could get a new shrine blessing today too. And I like the idea of using the shrine as a way to get the last like 60 to 70, 78 gold that we need. You know? No shrine. I don't really want any of those today. Fruit cellar's fine. All right. You know the drill. Plot with 2 T's and FF. AKA Conservatory, Lost and Found, Observatory, Treasure Trove, Furnace Freezer. Okay, we need keys when we go to Treasure Trove, though. This gives us that, and what is 1? Coin. We didn't get a chance to coat check last. I probably should have looked for coat check last episode, or last run, because that could have given us a chance to use telescope. Treasure Trove, we'll just take it. We'll just take it anytime we get it. Wonder if you leave the money in here. If it would be there next time. That'd be amazing. We need a key. We can get one from hallway. We can get one from storeroom. I don't know. Lots of things, really. Probably other things, too. Take hallway. While we are here, I have not tunneled from this rank, so I'm going to do it. Absolutely. I want to see where it takes us. Should be a lot of dig spots, too. Ooh, a chest. Do I dare risk it? Probably not. I think I have now tunneled from... rank? File. File. File, B, and E. Not D, the one we're currently on. So I got to see what happens. We've gotten 2 different things at the end of the house. Oh, of course it's... Did I not pick up the key, by the way? It'd be awesome to get a shovel, because holy shit, we would have a long... Where'd my key go? What? Did I accidentally unlock a door? Break room would give me a key. Shit, I should have done that. Did I click it too quickly? I'm concerned about that bug now. We'll take break room to get a key. We've got 2. What is this again? I'm still that player. It's been a couple days since I've last played, so I do times. I was like, it couldn't be minus. Times 1 is 2. Times 2 is 4. Times 3 is 12. It's been a couple days since I've played, so of course I have to look it back up. We've got 3 minus is 0. Times 15 is 0. Plus 2 is 2. We've got 10 minus 4 is 6. Squared 36 rounded to 40. Divided by 10 is 4. Okay. Let's go. Keys. Beautiful. Let's go get the treasure trove first because that's most concerning to us. It is of most importance. Most important thing we could do. Would you call that pink? I don't know. Looks kind of red to me. Kind of pink. Kind of orange. I think it's pink. It's salmon colored, technically, is what I would call it. Uh-oh. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Handwritten green. This is Memo 10. Now, here's the thing. We know the answer to this one. If we think on it. I don't know it off the top of my head, but we know the answer to this. So, hypothetically speaking, this box... This is one we should test out. Pink boxes, moon, always contain false statements. Now we, Realm and Rune, know that the white border is for Morajai, which is not the exact same as saying... It says these borders actually do correspond to the banner and to national colors of that specific realm. So, so far this one has been marked. So I think memo 9 has been marked as true by, let's hypothetically say it has been marked as true by box 10 containing this memo. Unless it's false because it's handwritten. But that shouldn't apply. Handwritten is... The rule for handwritten is that red cards are lies unless handwritten. I believe this to be false, and I will mark it down as such. Everything we ever say relating to one of these memos has a big asterisk next to it. Just because... So I think this one is now false. And the reason for that is this. Let's go one step at a time. Memo 10, we believe to be false because of outside of the box and like, there's ways to think about this, which is that like the memos themselves can be disproven by, for lack of a better word, like diegetic, like in the world of the memos and boxes reasoning. They can be like by box world and memo world logic. That can make a memo false. However, a memo can or true. A memo can also be true or false by outside of the box and memo world, aka the world of the game. We think that this is false because of the... We know that it's false because Carrerica flies a white flag. Why is it false is an interesting question. Is it false because it's handwritten? Is it false because it's in a pink box with a moon on it? I'm going to assume that for now, lacking other information. I'm guessing that the handwriting is a red herring. If that is true, if this sentence is true because it... Although it says always, and I don't know that... If this sentence is true, question mark, then that would make memo 6, which says boxes marked with moons always contain false statement. Box 9 came in a moon-marked box. That would make memo 6 false. I want you to know that I am very aware of how this is going to go. I'm going to get like 30 memos and probably eventually buy that thing from the gift shop, which will even add another layer of complexity to this. And all of the work that I have done in the lead up to like 30 memos, 60 memos, I don't know. I'm going to throw out the window and just have to start from scratch with the puzzle because I won't know why I thought something was the way that it was. But it's it's sort of an impossible set, not impossible. Somebody could do it, and I'm sure somebody has. It's sort of an impossible set of notes to take. Be like, I currently believe the if-then set of the statements, the web of if-then statements is... If memo 6 is true because of the moon, then XYZ, ABC all happen. If it is false because of the handwriting, then XYZ, ABC all happen. Anyways, let's go the other direction. We should go through tunnel. Let's go through tunnel. See what happens. Finish the tunnel shit. It's going to be complex. I just know it is, but that's okay. My hope is that there will end up being a lot of red herrings that we can sort of ignore. I just had to use a key. Shit. Probably going to have to use a key. Hold up one second. I'm going to choose tunnel here. But I am looking at something. Now I'm trying to find it in my notes. I don't think so. I don't think so. Does this not does the shape of this drawing not kind of look like the shape of the pool room? You have to ignore a lot. This thing, these little like sideways things right here are the things you can walk around on the side of the pool. And then whenever I see something like this, my brain kind of thinks like the drain of the bathtub going down, like spiraling down. The problem is you have to ignore literally all of the other stuff here. But there are like two benches. I don't know what any of it means other than that, though. I'm just trying to like compare it. I don't think it's anything. Next time I go to pool, though, I'll take a closer look at it. Because I don't know. Could be. We got 2 more rooms to go. There's no chance these rooms aren't going to be locked. God damn it. What we need to do is get a security running. We need to get a shovel. We need to get security running so that we can get an experiment that has something to do with... oh, shit. Digging up trash. And then we need to go break that fucking experiment wide open. Which, you know, it's fun to experiment. It also, hypothetically, in the long run, is good for us because I can increase the radiation and unlock every door forever. Let's take this because I can get through these doors for free. I don't have keys. We'll come back to there though. We need to go towards the corner first. And get... We could take foyer here. Probably conservatory. Is what I'm shooting for here. Though, if we get out of redraws, Lost and Found is also not terrible. The problem is I have 1 item right now. So I would lose Conservatory. There it is. I would lose my ability to access foyer. I kind of want to buy a... Come on, give me something good here. Ugh. This is amazing for our current problem, which is that we need money. Vault, commonplace, and or standard. Standard means we guaranteed get it during a run. So I think we keep that exactly as is. Dovecoat while drafting means you can rotate, which is not terrible. The more but you have to choose not to take it. I think we make it slightly more common because the more often it shows up, you can rotate. But I think of Terrace as a pretty useless room at this exact point. I think we keep it exactly as is. Okay. So here's the new idea. Let's get a shovel. First off, we need a couple keys. Break room's great for that. Then we need to get a shovel. From commissary, probably, or courtyard, or some shit like that, and also security to run a experiment and see if we get lucky, because it would be a lot of fun. It has the potential to be a really good experiment. 10. Let me look back at my notes that I just closed already. Times 14 is 140. Taken to 100 divided by 10 is 10. A third of 10 is 3.33 rounded to 3. A third plus 2 is 5. Stays at 5. Plus... No, sorry. 3 plus 2.33. I think the answer is 5 here. So I think you get to 5.33 and then... Yeah, okay. 2... 2 at the end of the first row. 2 at the end of the second row. I think it's just 2 the whole way down. Okay. I was just multiplying it by 1. But doing it twice. I'm a little confused by that. This one was 10. This one was 5. One, but you do it twice. You do the whole slice twice. So 1, 2. I think this means every single time you hit this spot. 2 times 1 is 2. Times 1 is 2. Times 1 is 2. Times 1 is 2. Isn't it 2? Am I doing it in the wrong order? Like 1 times 1 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Do it again from the start. Plus 1 is 2 times... I think it's 2, right? It's not working. The fuck? 10, 5. What am I doing wrong here? It's definitely multiplication. I think the 2 dots means use this slice of pie twice. I think it's an X if it means nothing. I can't get to 0. Do I just guess 1? It wasn't 1. Is there something I'm missing? If the idea of the pie slice is to do it twice, if the idea of these 2 red dots is to do it twice, this would be plus 1 equals 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Then times 1 again. Still 2? Unless it's asking me to, like, not take the total. Like, 2 times 11? 1 is 20. That's not going to work because that's going to end up in a huge number. And also, it just doesn't work. Like, I'm not crazy. Pink is multiplication. How does this work? I've tried both 2 and I've tried 1, right? I mean, 1 divided by 1 is going to be 1. 1... Is it like these two are... They can't be added to... They can't be added together because it's not addition. We're just going to start guessing stuff because I need to know what the answer is without... We've clicked 2, right? Yes, we have. Okay. I need to know what the answer is without... Okay, I'm not crazy. We have guessed 1, 2, and 4. Guess 3. There's nothing at the center, so it's not anything there. I think it would have to be something involving... Could be like 8. I don't know how. How is that 8? 1 plus 1 is 2. Times 4? How do you get to times 4? I don't know. I have fear I have misunderstood something there. And the worst part is I'm not going to think too hard about it because if I do, my brain will hurt. We take security here. We hope we can buy a shovel at some point. Let's see if we can set up an experiment. If we can't, then we don't need a shovel. A broken lever and a paper crown. Okay, paper crown is in the room. Broken lever we're not so sure about, but that's okay. Key card system, security level should go high. I don't even think we need to worry about offline mode. I'm getting hung up on details and I'm not getting as many treasure troves as I could, but I don't know. I'm having fun. Remote terminal access the laboratory. Let's set up an experiment. Maybe. Please, please, please dig up trash. No. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, I don't know. I think I might just immediately take a couple dice. I think that's fine. Okay. No, we're not going to need the dice for anything other than right here. Because we have tunnel going north from here. It's not worth it. Tunnel is going to end this run, so I think we just probably redraw, see if we get, like, lost and found here. The only thing that could work here would be lost and found. To, like, help us out. Draw a red room from here. Telescope, we don't have the right thing, so we can't really, like... I can't believe how smart it is to put a clue on the other side of this door. God, it's smart. It's so neat. Yeah, I don't really want any of these. We'll take this and just get out of here. I don't care about it. All right, let's go draw tunnel, and then we'll get out of here. Just to see what it does. Do another run. Look at all these dig spots. It's like 3 or 4 per. Well, maybe not that many, but 2 or 3 per. I really want one of these to do something just like amazing. I want to tunnel off the map in a way that like opens up a whole new area of the game, you know? It ain't gonna be that. Instead, it's gonna be a couple gems. Okay, so that's the same thing we found on the I think once you've gotten the allowance, that's probably just what happens. But that's okay. All right, let's call it a day as soon as we get back to break room, and we'll get out of here. I love that Secret Passage had that door thing, though. The fact that you could get a clue from the other side of the door, and I didn't figure it out. Because that makes me think there could be other things I haven't figured out. I don't know that there are. Oh, we're about out of steps. I didn't even look. I love the idea that there may be stuff that I have not figured out yet. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's do another run. Let's hopefully get Shrine. What else do we want? Shrine for a new blessing. Is there anything else we want in that spot? We don't need Tomb really anymore. Although it could give us money. But I don't think we're there yet. Like, I don't think we're there in terms of needing the money just yet. Shelter is also nice in some ways. Shelter, the only thing it really lets us do is set up an experiment immediately and potentially draft furnace if it comes to that. How are we on radiation, by the way? The radiation is 12 or higher. If it is 12 or higher and we're at 0.11, we are almost a 100th of the way there, I believe. It says 12, right? Yeah. Okay. Swan Song. Staff services. Get a shovel. I don't know if we'll ever get this radiation thing done. I feel like if we could get a really excellent, and I think it's probably going to take a lot of luck, if we could get a really excellent experiment going, though, that happened to trigger like 40 times in a day, that'd be awesome. And we had that one that got us all the mail in mailroom. I don't remember what that was, though. I don't remember what the experiment that we set up was, you know? I do love gain a star. Each bedroom you draft after your second or when you draft the red room. I think we probably do that. We don't need steps that much. I would definitely take a couple extra stars. Those are extra drafts. Those are extra resources. Constellations are great for us. Okay. CLOTTFF. You know the drill. My brain's not in autopilot, by the way, because I'm also sitting here thinking, Cuckoo 2. I don't know what it means. Cuckoo 2. The precedent's evident. The best medicine is not yet evident, by the way. These are things that we've heard. We have heard these things. What do they mean? I do not know, but I have heard them. Yikes, we kind of whiffed there. But we'll take Lost and Found. Fine. If it messes shit up, we'll just restart. Also, we're sheltered from it, so that actually counts as an experiment. Let's fucking go. We got some good items. Repellent plus prism key. There is also a line in a newer clue, or a new clue 2.0, about the color. Let me just look at it, because I don't remember. It's something about like the handles of the keys that you've turned. Can't scroll. Why can't I not scroll? Because I'm too zoomed in? What's going on? There we go. He checked all the colors for each key that he wound. To me, that could be he checked all the colors for each key that he wound. A nod to my uncle's parlor game. But on the other hand, it could also be, right? Oh, fuck. A prism key, clue, right? Like, that is a... If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green, orange, purple, red, or yellow, you draw floor plans of the same color. Checking the handle of the key that you found. To me, sounds like it could be prism key. Okay, we got observatory, which is good. Give us a slice. It's not really shit, but whatever. Do I draft this? Am I crazy for thinking that I still have it open right here? It also kind of has these, like, panels that kind of look like... I don't think so. Oops. I didn't know you could fall off that ledge. That's cool. Have you always been able to do that? I feel like you've never been able to fall off a ledge in this game before. I just feel like it's not the craziest thing I've ever said. These panels right here have horizontal lines on them, and there's these. They're not. I don't know. They're thin rectangles. Am I seeing things? Probably, but like, look at this little bend, you know? Bend. I don't know what the vertical and horizontal lines in this situation even mean. But there's no running. I don't know. I haven't drawn any conclusions from sitting here. I feel like I might be onto something. I might not be. We take Geist bedroom here for a couple dice. Geist bedroom, more like really nice to have the key dice inside of the bedroom. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, brother. These are kind of rough draws. Oh, we're out of gems. That's not good. This is actually bad. We need gems? That's gems, but it goes the wrong direction. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. We can't get conservatory in the bottom left if we don't get gems here. Den is great. Shout out to Den. Gives me my gem. I don't think Treasure Trove really has a cost, but it does need a key, so we should probably keep drawing for some keys and such. Maybe this room is chapel. I don't think it makes a lot of sense, but I really don't think it makes. I think that makes even less sense than pool. Oh well. Break room for a couple keys. I could use them, and I'm gonna need one for Treasure Trove eventually. It's a place to end the day. Let's do it. We're gaining allowance with these red rooms that we're drawing, and we are also sheltered from them, which is kind of nice. 10. Yeah? What does 1/ mean? What does that mean? Cut it in half? 7. 2 dots probably means multiply it by 2. 2 times 1 is 1. Times 1 is... So that's still not 8. I don't fucking know. 11 rounded to 11. Cut in half is 5.5. You don't do the cut in half until the end. 11, 5.5, 6.5. Sorry. 11, 12, 6. That's wrong? Half of this is 7. 11 one line means 11, right? Oh, it's -1, not +1. Not 12, it's 5. That one I understand what I did wrong. I still don't really know what I did wrong in the other one. But just a reminder, this is a blind playthrough. Please don't tell me what I did wrong in the other one because I want to try and figure it out myself. Okay, we didn't get a good key. We got a bad key. We still need a key. This is bad. I don't have the gems for this. We have to redraw. If we get treasure trove, we're gonna need a key. We're gonna need a key. Let's take closed exhibit, despite the fact that... Okay, that don't hurt. We had break room, so we could have gotten a key there. What if we rotate commissary and take it? It's our only gem. But it's gonna let us buy a gem or a key. I have a feeling. It tends to. Never mind. Fuck. That's bad. Metal detector's nice, though, because we get a chance to get keys by ourselves. We could special key here, which might give us a chance to get a locksmith. Locksmith, I believe, is good rarity right now. Yes, we did. I don't have the gems for this shit. Fuck. Okay, we're not going to have the money for the gift shop, that's for sure. We'll take a silver key. Prism. Man, we're absolutely struggling for resources here. I don't have a gem. We're gonna redraw. This is so bad. There's our key. We're making some funny decisions here, but it's gonna be okay. I need a key so that I can get treasure trove if I get treasure trove. I need a gem so that I can get, but I want to take this because I always want to take it. I need a gem so that I could potentially draft conservatory in this slot in the bottom left. Do you think this room is? I don't really see how. Every room possible, I am going to... try it. I do have on my notes light candle in throne room, but they appear to mostly be lit. They're also not the ruby candlestick variety. Some of these are not lit, but those ones right there are. So. Let's go ahead. We'll draft just a little bit more. I know we're kind of doing a lot right now. Study will give me a gem. Okay, perfect. Now I can go try to find either treasure trove or... conservatory. We'll get a couple extra things here. We really just need a treasure trove to end out the day, you know? We've only gotten 2 today. I think this is technically our 3rd one, though. Oh, if we get coat check right here, we get to go do... We should do this. Good coat check. Retrieve item. Hop on over and add something, hopefully, to our planetarium. No. Dang, so this is really the end. Wait, do I have a shovel? I forgot I had a shovel. Telescope is really no longer that useful. Just observatory, which I don't ever end to call it a day in. Damn it. Okay. So I think it might be time to consider checking a different item. You can absolutely just check shovel. That way you always have it. That's probably the smart thing to do. As often as I am taking it, having shovel in... Yeah, we should do that. Okay, we're going to get rid of telescope. We might call it a day inside of observatory just to have it, because I think that would be to have it make... No, that doesn't make sense. Call it a day in planetarium, you gain the stars. No, the telescope just helps you get twice the effect of the thing. I don't know, man. We'll probably still want our key card. All right, let's see what we get in the corner. We're striking out. We have a dice. A die. God damn it. We're striking out. There it is. There it is. We needed the key so that we could get inside of the box. This is good. This is good. This is good. Okay. This is box number 11. It's pink, but it doesn't have the thing that we thought it had on it. It doesn't have the the moon. The previous box in this room contained a true statement. That is false, as we should expect it to be based on purely the color, which is good for us. We will call this memo 11 false. Feels nice. Okay. Break room is up to right 2. All right. Well, not a beautiful... I don't know that it wasn't beautiful. Not a groundbreaking episode of Blueprints, but I do think probably a decent one to call it. I'm doing my best to juggle the simultaneous problem of a long-term problem of resources, like treasure trove. We need more memos. We need more money. With just reapproach the same problems with new eyes. Always be pondering something, or like ruminating on something, for lack of a better word. Always be turning something over in your head, trying some new hypothesis. I don't ever want to just like go through rote days in the game with not. It's so much fun to have like 4 goals at once. Yeah, we'll call it right there. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with another episode very soon. Until then, thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye.